Today's topic is the power of unconditional love. Might you asking like what kind of unconditional love I'm talking about? So unconditional love can come from the Supreme Pure Consciousness or God. That's what we all experience actually. And the other unconditional love, which is supposed to happen, is between humans, right? Because we are one. The separation is an illusion. We actually one with each other and one with the super conscious. So that's why unconditional love would be like a ideal love between humans, right? And or every living creatures, I would say. So the other thing is that, which is happening, that unconditional love, also people think about the child and the mother, like the mother loves children unconditionally or the parents love children unconditionally, but it's not always that way, right? Because it's also can be broken in certain ways, and then most of the time when people are not experiencing unconditional love or not unable to give unconditional love because they were not loved, so it's like a inherited pattern in their life, basically how they grew up, what they experienced, and then what they are able to give, if they haven't received anything. And unconditional love is also important, that you open up your heart chakra and you give it from your heart, right? So when your heart chakra is blocked again, you are unable to actually give and receive love, and then also unconditional love with that together. Unconditional love, it means that you don't see any failure in the other person, or you don't it doesn't depend on anything, like how the other person is working on or create things or behaving, or is not. It's just like pure love, which means you exist, I love you because you exist, right? So it doesn't matter what you do, I will always love you. That's unconditional love. So basically, if you have that in you and then you project that to the other person should always feel safe and secure around you, and then feel that they can open up to you with every issue, with every situation, and they can trust you because you love them unconditionally. And when it's between children and parents, it's very important, because sometimes children have secrets, because they don't have that unconditional love connection with their parents, so they don't share. If you have that unconditional love, if the child experience unconditional love with the parents, then they open up and they share, because they trust their parents that they're never going to be punished, or they're never going to be told off, or they're never going to be so on and so forth, because they feel the unconditional love and they know that they can trust fully their parents. And how you can actually reach that state, right? When you are running around in a 3D reality, working hard, filling up all the requirements in life, all the responsibilities, how can actually provide that unconditional love and slow down and understand the other person's perspective and basically give them the space and peace and love what they need, right? It's basically to find peace in yourself and also feel unconditional love towards yourself, right? We actually question ourselves so many times, saying like we are not good enough, we are not lovable, we are not this and not that. We have all of this subconscious programming, which is actually keep us limited in many ways, but it's also affecting our love towards ourselves and towards others. So basically, first you need to reprogram your subconscious mind and working on your self-love and opening up your heart chakra by releasing traumas which are related to the heart chakra. For example, abandonment by parents, heartbreak, guilt and shame, and also sorrow and loneliness and grief. All of these negative emotions are blocking the heart chakra. And if a heart chakra is blocked, you are unable to give and receive love. So you need to open up the heart chakra, which is there are several methods how you can do that. Basically, heart chakra color is green. So if you use more green clothings or decorations or around you, basically there is more green, you're going into the green areas like parks and stuff, you see more green, that's also helping your heart chakra. You eat more green vegetables or fruits, that's also help your heart chakra. And basically using crystals, which is color either green or the rose quartz, but that's the only one which like pink and still heart chakra, still helping the heart chakra. So basically you can use those crystals, place them around you or place it on you for healing. And these are all helping you, but basically the biggest release what you can have and the fastest way is the trauma healing, because this grief and guilt and shame, these are all related to traumas, either past life traumas or this lifetime childhood traumas or younghood traumas. So if you release those traumas from your system, from your unconscious mind, then basically your heart chakra can open up, and then you are able to give and receive love, and then also to elevate yourself up to the unconditional love. And yes, I said the unconditional love is very important because it has bigger power, obviously, than the just I love you, but not unconditionally. You can see the difference, right? So the unconditional love is powerful because you give the space to the other person to actually grow and love you back, and the trust and all of those things. Because otherwise, if they hide something, if they feel scared or fearful because you don't have unconditional love, it's a completely different dynamic, it's a completely different relationship, and it can cause a lot of troubles and lots of pain to the other person as well. Because if they feel like they can't trust, then might they hurt themselves, or they get into trouble without you knowing them, knowing those troubles or knowing those situations. So that's why it's important to show unconditional love to the other person, so the trust is built actually, and then you can actually communicate what needs to be communicated all the time. Communication is the most important in a relationship, and this can only happen if there is trust, basically, and honesty and loyalty, and that can come with unconditional love. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel because I upload daily. Take care, everybody.